Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Let's go. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the second down play. He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's third down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And here's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
Handoff to the back. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game.
And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense as the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Takes the handoff. It's Riley.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Jefferson. And they pick up the 1st down, tackled at the 25.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking downfield. It's DeMarco. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, tied.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here and move the sticks.
Tight end goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, LSU. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. He's got a receiver wide open here. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Using his legs, it's Riley. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Back to throw. It's DeMarco. Receiver makes the grab, and the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. They'll try the right here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And they will trot out the field goal team here. And he knocks that one right through. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's caught. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here. Pass caught, 2nd down now. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
They'll set up for the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he fields it inside the 15. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to pass. It's DeMarco. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. And the defense jumps on the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
The pickup is 6, makes it 3rd down and 4.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 11. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. To the air, it's DeMarco.
Well, LSU for years has played a one-gap defense that loves to pin their ears and get upfield. It's a risky defense, and it requires great athleticism on the defensive line, something that they've had forever. Great sack here to keep that tradition alive. But you think back over the years, Booger McFarland and Marcus Spears and Glenn Dorsey and off the edge, Kiki Mingo. Just so many great LSU defensive linemen that can get after that quarterback.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Get a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And the return man runs out of bounds. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. With the catch, it's Lacey. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Ball handed off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Point after, knocked right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Throws to the tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Second down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's DeMarco. Bringing pressure. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The pass rush closing in. No idea what he was trying to do there, but the end result, it's going to be a safety. Wow. So after the safety, it's now a free kick coming up. They'll punt it away from the 20. And this one will be fair caught. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Keeping it on the ground here. He shreds the tackle. He has first down yardage at the 46. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Play action here on first down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
A minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, BAMA. Made the defense look slow that time. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Scanning the field. It's DeMarco. And he converts the 2-point try, so now it's a 12-point game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's got some space here. On the move. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Extra point makes it a 19-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Chris, what a shock, right? Come to an LSU game and you see a defensive lineman overwhelm an offensive lineman and come up with a big sack. When was the last time you didn't see LSU have defensive linemen who can make life difficult for quarterbacks and offensive linemen? Because I can't. They always have big boys who are athletic to make life difficult in that backfield.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And looking for a big play here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Back to pass. It's DeMarco. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. They break the huddle for third down and goal, and they punch it in from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, this has been tough to watch. So disappointing. They just can't punch it in. They're that close on third down, and the offensive line gets dominated at the line of scrimmage, and you tackle behind the line. Oh, my gosh. Chris, the question is, are they going to go for it here on fourth down, or are they just going to take the points?
Caught near the goal line, and he scores. Touchdown, Alabama. That's another strike from this quarterback here. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. And the quarterback dropping back. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. That's a solid game. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Hit as he released it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Coverage team brings down the returner. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That's reeled in. It's Riley. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
2nd down play coming up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll try to run for the 1st down. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that 1st down.
Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. A pop pass on the jet sweep. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll run it here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
To the air, it's DeMarco. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision.
Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Now the all-important extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's Turner. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for 6. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the running back takes the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And they heave it deep downfield. The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Makes a quick catch. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Grab down the middle. It's Riley. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
The shotgun handoff here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, that is going to bring up 4th down now, Chris, and it is critical that they not only go for it, they got to pick up this 1st down. You're down by a couple possessions. You can't fool around. You got to keep this possession as long as you can and put this ball eventually into the end zone.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. To throw, it's DeMarco. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, tie.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the wideout goes in motion. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's second down here. And the tailback's got it again. Fighting off the defender. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted, but out of bounds. So close to a turnover, it's just incomplete. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Crimson Tide offense onto the field. On first down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Looking to throw. It's DeMarco. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Linebacker shifting around now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in the football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Chris, I understand being down a couple of scores, it's 4th down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Of course, in the